Hi everyone, so today I've got a short unboxing slash unbagging review of this HAVIT mouse mat which I got in the Prime Day sale on Amazon. It cost me about £8.30. I've been needing a new one for a while, so I decided to bite the bullet since it was cheap and big. I re-recorded the audio of this purely because when I recorded the video there was just too much background noise and I wasn't happy, so I'll let the video run in the background and just talk about it as we go. So it's nice, it's weighty, it's a thick feel to it, probably about 3 to 4 millimeters thick I'd say. The bottom is this rubberized surface with bumps on, and I'll switch to a zoomed in shot of that in a second. There we go, so you can see those bumps and that has some relevance to the top side. If you can see in the light here, you can see those bumps, and I'll talk more about that as we go on. It's a big mat, the edge is very well made, it's all sewn up, and then in the bottom corner you've got the logo, which I'll zoom in on just so you can see it. That's a transfer and it's raised above the surface. I don't like that. I would rather that was part of the surface or flatter. And then this is the surface itself with those little bumps from the underside are transferred through to the top side. Honestly, moving the mouse across it now, I don't really notice it. But if you run your hand across it, you can feel them. There's no escaping it. And I suspect that if you were very sensitive when you're doing your mouse movements, you could probably feel those bumps. I think some people would definitely have issues with it. The mouse mat didn't come with much. It came with a little red leaflet, which is basically a please like and leave us a review on Amazon. Because I assume they're a small unknown company and they're just trying to get some reviews. Which is fair enough, hopefully they'll appreciate this video. The other thing you get is what I thought was a teeny tiny user manual, but actually it's a piece of paper with a QR code on it, so you can go to the website and see the actual user manual, which is, I suppose, a modern way of doing it. It's just a mouse mat. Maybe as it gives cleaning instructions, I'll have to have a look at some point. So the first thing I noticed straight away is it's a lovely black surface. It's a matte finish in daylight, but when it actually gets a bit dark when you put the light on, it's quite a sparkly surface, which isn't bad. I think it's just the type of material they use. But I do notice that it immediately picks up dust, and you can see me in this video intermittently wiping it because little white bits of dust just appear on it constantly. They do just brush off, or you could use a hoover to get them off, I'm sure. So it's not a big issue. The mouse moves very freely, it's very slick. I think if you were pressing hard or you, again, are sensitive, you will pick up those little extra bits. As I said, the side is all nicely woven all around, and there's a little zoomed in shot of it just to show you how that is. And it's perfect all the way around. There are no frayed bits. It's reasonably well made. I have absolutely no complaints there. The top, again, it does pick up these dusty bits, but other than that, it seems really well made. And dust is unavoidable in any house, I suppose. So moving the mouse around, it feels, as I say, really slick. It's much smoother than my previous mouse mat. I had a Rocat Sense for far too many years, and it picked up too much gunk and grime, and as much as I did wipe it every so often, you just can't get rid of those white marks. In the grand scheme of things, they do stay eventually. Some people say you can put things like this in the washing machine, but they do tend to fall apart, and that old one didn't have sort of threaded edges where it's all sewn up, so it did start to come apart at the edge between the two layers. But yeah, no, very pleased overall with this. I think for the price I paid, it's great. £8.30 for what is basically taking up my whole desk. It's really well made. My only complaint would be the logo and the fact it's sitting above the surface. No, my mouse is never going to touch that, so it's a bit finicky. But if you did catch it with your mouse, it's going to slow your mouse down because the mouse feet will catch on it. The surface itself, it annoys me a little bit. You can feel those bumps through it, but it's not going to affect me while I'm gaming. I don't notice it when I'm moving that mouse very much. Someone who's much more sensitive to that will notice, and I couldn't recommend it to those people because I think it will bother you. Whereas for me, for what it is, which is going to be a stand-in for a while, I have absolutely no issues at all. But running my hand over it, as you can see I've done a few times in the video there, you can just feel those bumps. I do wonder if over time it'll sort of wear a bit flatter and you wouldn't notice it as much. Would I recommend it? Definitely, for the £8.30 that I paid. Would I recommend it to someone for the full price, which I think is about £16? Probably, yeah. I mean, it takes up the entire desk for me, and it's thick, it's a decent quality, it's well made, it's not going to move off this desk, it is really solid with those little rubber feet. I would give it a 4 out of 5 if I'm going to give it a star rating, purely because of that logo being a transfer and raised off the surface, and also the fact that you can feel those bumps through the surface of the mouse mat. It would perhaps be a good idea to have another layer between the rubberized bit and the top layer just to keep it a bit flatter. But that's really all I have to say on it. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope this was helpful for anyone who finds it and is considering this mouse mat. I will leave a link down below which will be an affiliate link, so if you click it and purchase this product from that, I would get a small percentage to go towards maintaining the channel and putting more content up. Obviously, thank you very much if you do that. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. If you don't like the video, tell me why, and have a great day.